Okay, you guys, so this next plant video, look at him, it's gonna be about the babies. So plants that are safe to have around your pets. I am a dog mom AF, okay? I am a dog mom, I'm an extreme dog mom. This is Coco. He's very bad. He's very bad. Right, Munchie? He just turned 5, my babes. This is my big girl, Chloe. Say hello. Say hello, girlfriend. So this is my other dog, Chloe. Chloe is 4.5 and Coco just turned 5. So one of the things that I definitely was concerned about when, starting this plant journey was plants that are safe for dogs. And unfortunately, it's a very small percentage. But I have plant shelves, and I also I have plant shelves, and I try to keep my plants pretty high, whether I buy plant stands or keep them on the patio. I try to keep them out of reach, but I do have plants that are on the floor. And luckily for me, they don't pay them any attention. Like if I bring a plant in the house, they'll sniff it and they're like, girl, what is that? At this point, they're like, oh, she done brought another plant in the house. I can't. And they don't pay no attention. They pay, bye girlfriend. Bye girlfriend. So they don't pay my plants any attention, but I still do want to go ahead and show you all some plants that are actually pet friendly. Some of these plants you really have to do your research on because some are toxic to dogs and some are toxic to cats. When I'm looking for a new plant is the level of toxicity that it has for the animal, because there are different levels. So it's like, okay, if your pet just nudges against it, is my pet gonna fall out and I gotta go to the vet? Because emergency expensive. Does my pet have to literally eat it? Can I just reach in and get it out and then my pet is okay? Or does my pet have to like literally digest the plant in order to have some type of reaction? Luckily, I have not had any issues where like my dogs literally like bite a plant and just like run off with it. So I'm good on that front, but you still want to be careful about that, especially cats. I know cats are bad, okay? Big dogs, if they get really antsy, they don't have anything to do, they're just super curious, they may bite your plant, kick your plant over, and girl, emergency vet. Okay, so we're just gonna go through a list of plants that are not toxic to your animals. Okay, so the first plants that are not toxic to your babies are Calatheas. So this is the lemon lime maranta. I think that's accurate. First of all, I just want to show you. Look at this. Look at all this new growth. This baby has grown so much, and I just love it to pieces. So actually all Calatheas, this is a Calathea lemon lime maranta, but any Calathea that you find, they are not toxic to your pets. Now, Calatheas are not the easiest to take care of, okay? They need a lot of humidity. Normally, just like in my previous video, I was saying like, just leave plants alone. Once a week is fine for watering. Your Calathea may need more water than once a week. I've had maybe 3 Calatheas that I've killed. The Orbifolia, which everybody loves, I have killed. This one I have managed to keep alive and it's flourishing, so love that for me. But your Calatheas is probably the number one that is pet friendly, okay? Another pet friendly plant are ferns. Ferns, I feel like fall into that category along with Calatheas. They need a ton of humidity. I do have like small humidifiers. I've tried to take care of ferns and it did not work out for me. So I think I'm gonna stay away from Ferns completely because they don't no, they don't work out for me. But they are definitely pet friendly. So if you want to try, I think is it called the Sweetheart Fern? It's a fern that the leaves are literally little hearts, and I tried to take care of that twice and just didn't work out. The Blue Star Fern I tried, Staghorn Fern I've tried. They need too much they need too much and I can't. So Peperomia is another pet friendly plant. This is my third watermelon Peperomia. I have killed a couple of these and I just bought another one because I'm determined to care for this. I'm determined for it to grow, okay, and flourish. I'm still trying to figure it out. It's like they're good in one section for a while and then they just die off, and I just don't understand it. So we're trying again with the watermelon Peperomia, but any type of Peperomia is pet friendly, so you can't go wrong with that. The friendship plant, which everybody really loves. There's a ton of varieties of Peperomia, but they are all pet friendly. So, but this is like my favorite. The next plants are Hoyas. So this is my Hoya Wyeti. Is it Wyeti or Wyeti? Either way, Hoyas are also pet friendly. So hopefully, you know, if you have a pet that likes to chew gang, your Hoya will be fine and your pet will be fine. Hoyas are easy to take care of in my opinion. They're also really easy to propagate. I have no issue with mine. I leave them alone. They like to be dry, so you don't have to water them on the weekly basis. So I probably water this every 2 to 3 weeks and leave it alone. And just to show you another Hoya, this is my Hoya obovata. I literally have like, oh my gosh, I probably have about 3 of these. I've been cutting them up and propagating them because they grow so quick for me. They grow so, like, look how big this is. This is huge. So I love my Hoya obovata. But anyway, Hoyas are also pet friendly. And I got this little planter from Target last summer, I believe. So if you're interested in it, Target. Orchids. So orchids are also pet friendly. I'm like behind this orchid. Oh, that's a bloom. Ah! Okay, so I just started getting into orchids. I don't know, has it been a month? Maybe just a month. I've always been definitely terrified to even jump into the orchid pond. But I think, oh yeah, so it must have been like around Mother's Day because there were a ton of orchids like for Mother's Day. So I picked this one up from Lowe's and I picked this one up from a local nursery. And I just love the leaves so much. But I am not an orchid professional, absolutely not. But these are indeed pet friendly. So if you love the way orchids look, I have a friend that every time the blooms fall off, she gets a new orchid. Like she just throws them away. A lot of people cannot get orchids to rebloom. So once the blooms dry up and they fall off, it's just the stem left, which people say you should cut back the stem. I don't know, but yeah, so they cannot get them to rebloom. So that is definitely a challenge of mine. It's like I really just want all the blooms to fall off so I can challenge myself to get it to rebloom. Crazy, right? I mean, they're so beautiful though. They're so beautiful. But yes, these are pet friendly. So plants that you probably really need to stay away from if your animal is like really curious and will bite and gnaw and swallow is the Dieffenbachias. So I think I have 4. I have like 3 or 4 of the same one and then another one. But this plant right here is a Dieffenbachia. So they say even when humans touch the Dieffenbachia, you should wash your hands. You should definitely not put your hands in your mouth. Your throat can close up on you, baby. And yeah, I don't know about passing away, but I'm not even trying to get that close to having a hospital visit over a Diffenbachia. But they are beautiful and I just love them. I don't keep them on the floor because I don't even want my pets to brush up against it. But luckily, like I said, they don't really pay attention to my plants. I have a peace lily that's on the floor and child, they brush right by it. They don't pay it any attention whatsoever. So other plants like your ficus, like this is a small ruby that I have. I have a Tanike that's really big. I have a ficus Audrey, Altisma. When you, let's say you want to propagate these, and you cut the stem, there is a sap that comes out of it. Okay, and the sap can be toxic. So you have to be careful when you're cutting these plants, making sure that it's not dripping. Make sure you wash your hands. Make sure your pet babies are not around because yes, the sap can be very toxic to you as well as your fur babies. Okay, you guys, so that is all the information that I actually have on plants that are pet friendly. So definitely do your research, but I just wanted to give you like an overall example of the plants that I have that are pet friendly. And it's just something to think about, something to keep in mind as we go on this plant journey. Let me know down below if there's other, plant content that you want to see from me. If you have any questions, I told you before, more than welcome to answer them, okay? Because I am plant obsessed. We plant obsessed over here, okay? But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video and I will talk to you all in the next one. Bye!